Alright, looks like we're going to do a fourth video to just finish this off. This is the Maverick, the Top Gun Maverick, the new Top Gun movie. They did 2 5-packs. Let's open them both up. These just came out in 2020. Not sure why all these cars have been chosen. There's a sort of generic F-14 looking thing, and a Soviet looking plane. The one cool thing with these, and I thought I noticed in the package that this was the case, they do have swing wings. That's cool. It's actually called swing wing. Looks closer to the F-14 than the actual F-14 they made in the larger series. Kind of neat. Here's the other one. Again, swing wing, same casting, just different colors. We have a Mini Cooper Countryman. Is that what this is? Yes, Countryman. Gunmetal Gray Mustang. Bronco. I like these classic Broncos. The Jeep is pretty cool. Again, same casting as that pink one. They used to have a whip antenna back in the day on this casting. And then we have a fuel truck. Generic fuel truck that says jet fuel. Ford Raptor. Destroyer Gray Dodge Challenger. This I like. This is kind of cool. So it's an exclusive Dodge Challenger in this color. I think it's exclusive to this 5-pack. This Aston Martin DBR1 is awesome. So Aston Martin 1956. When I first glanced at this, I thought it was a Jaguar race car, but that's definitely an Aston Martin. Beautiful. That's a very cool and somewhat random casting to throw in this pack. It's awesome. And again, here's these 2 swing wings. Both of them have their wings swing back and forth just like an F-111 or an F-14. Alright, next let's open up these 1994 1 of 10,000 collector's choice boxes. These are cool. I'm not going to keep them in the box. Don't display well. It'll be much nicer to have them out. All metal 944. Date 1987. Opening doors. Open and close nice and tight. And the Jaguar XK120. Also beautiful casting, also metal top and bottom. Plastic interior, but the base and the body are metal. Let's open up this excavator and fire truck. Alright, let's open up these Matchbox Skybusters. And the only one from the Maverick series I bought was the F-35. That casting was decent. The F-14 casting and F-18 castings I did not like. I thought they were kind of cheesy and they weren't proportioned right, I suppose. B model. So there's the A for the Air Force, B for vertical takeoff and landing, which is why you see right here, that's the door where the forward controls are for the, there's basically a shaft-driven turbofan there. And this articulates, it's got vectoring, so it points at the ground for vertical takeoff and landing. That's the F-35. Let's open up the rest of them. Alright, we have a Cessna Caravan float plane, and this is just a generic biplane, but I kind of like it. It's called Biplane A. The one cringy thing about this, it's an 8-cylinder. If you count the pistons on this aircraft, the cylinders or pistons, there's 8. That is impossible. A radial aircraft air-cooled engine always has an odd number of cylinders. That's what's called a master cylinder, master piston, excuse me. And then there's an even number distributed among the rest of them. There's always, it's either a 3-cylinder, 5-cylinder, 7-cylinder, 11-cylinder, or it could be a 14-cylinder if it has 2 rows. But in a 1-row radial engine, you're always going to have an odd number of cylinders and pistons. Anyway, minor gripe. So these are pretty cool. You get nice toys. Not so much for the adult collectors. Some other things, not as detailed as some other high-end models and dioramas and whatnot. Yeah, Matchbox next time. Odd number of pistons or cylinders on a radial engine. Whoever the designer was, you definitely are not an aircraft nerd. Alright, next let's open up these helicopters. This one's called Airblade. It's a generic rescue air taxi helicopter type deal. This is an actual Airbus. An Airbus helicopter H-130. That's an actual helicopter that exists in the real world. Spin. This one does. As a kid, that was something I liked. If the propellers actually spun freely. That was a nice bonus on a helicopter. There's that, and this thing's kind of cool. Sort of a modern take on a Bell 206. Okay. It's down to the Space Shuttle and GB Racer. Space Shuttle does not have opening cargo bay doors or anything like that, but it is cool. It was nice to see a new casting of it. I have an ancient one. I have one from the late 80s actually, when they relaunched the program. It's pretty awesome. Incredible aircraft, if you can call it that. Spacecraft. And this is definitely the best of the series. I love this thing. What a piece of history. I don't think I've ever owned anything for a GB Racer. I've always wanted to put together a model kit. I think I ever have. These things were pretty wild. It's designed to go fast. 1930s race plane, basically. The GB. Giant engine, baby wings. Entire body is tiny compared to the aircraft that this engine would have been intended for. Very cool. Alright. There's only 3 cars left. And 2 of them are Matchbox moving parts. Pontiac Grand Prix. Purple and blue. Let's crack those open. These things are awesome. I do have one of these open already. I don't know if it's the purple or the blue. I'm gonna keep the extra here at the house. Leave the other one at my parents' house where these 2 will end up soon. I'll figure it out when I get there which one is open. I think it's the blue one. This is a great casting. Love the opening wheels. Love old Pontiacs. I was sad to see that brand die. Not the best execution of the fascia of a vehicle by Matchbox. That is one of my gripes. But, yeah, what can you do? They did do a fairly nice job with this. Again, it could have been better. The fascia could be a little more realistic. I love the colors that they used for these 2. The wheel choice is pretty good. Okay. The last one is the super fast 1969 Camaro. This thing is so nice. I almost don't want to take this out of the packaging, but I am. I'm gonna do it anyway. Not sure what year this is from. 2005. I don't think it was that long ago. That's the date that's on here. In any case, let's pop it open. This is the finale right here. The last one. Nice box, by the way, as well. What a beautiful casting. The only gripe with it I have, same as with the Cuda. Sits way too high. Awkwardly high. Look at this thing. The axles are lower than the bottom of the car. It looks like a 69 Camaro if they gave it perimeter axles. Anyway. Nice casting though. And my buddy Tim actually already lowered one of these for me and did a nice custom. And I'm going to show that off in contrast with this car to show you just how beautiful that lowered one is. Just how subtle but also extreme it is. So here we go. I believe this is 159 cars, somewhere in there. Somewhere between 158 and 160. Alright, and that's it. These are all going to go in the main collection soon. A couple of exceptions, a couple of the doubles.